Hey folks, this is Bailey from Dank Wargaming, and today in How to Fight, we're going to be looking at the initiative order in which models fight in the fight phase in the game Warhammer 40,000. Let's get to it. Welcome back to the tactical board, folks, and before we get going too far down the road, I'd like to shout out my teammate Matt for his wonderful Chaos miniatures on the board here that are fighting my Dark Angels models that are clearly not Chaos as they are fighting Chaos. Now, I'd like to review the fight phase rules before we get going too far ahead of ourselves here. So, fight phase, which is section 5 of the core rules. Alright, it's section 1, subsection 1, is choose a unit to fight with. Any unit that charged or has models within an inch of an enemy unit can be chosen to fight in the fight phase. This includes all units, not just those controlled by the player whose turn it is. All units that charge this turn fight first. The player whose turn it is picks the order in which these units fight. After all the charging units have fought, the players alternate choosing eligible units to fight with, starting with the player whose turn it is, until all eligible units on both sides have fought, each once. No unit can be selected to fight more than once in each fight phase. If one player runs out of eligible units, the other player completes all their remaining fights, one unit after another. A fight is resolved in the following steps, and then it goes into all the little bits that we looked at in our first video, which include pile-in, choosing targets and weapons, rolling all your saves, consolidating, and whatnot. So here, looking at the board here, we have a couple ongoing fights here and here. We have a unit that I'm going to charge with, and then a unit that is, let's put him there so that he is definitely more than an inch away from that Plague Marine there. So, what I want to look at here is, let's say this Demon Prince charged in the preceding charge phase, and he charged this Smash Captain over here. As we go into the fight phase, units that charged in the preceding charge phase get to go first. So here's this Demon Prince, he charged, he's within an inch of an enemy model, which is this Space Marine Smash Captain here, and so he's going to get to go first in the initiative order, so I'm going to put this little one die next to him. Now, as it is the Death Guard player's turn, and there are no more charging units, the Death Guard player gets to pick the next unit or model to fight. So I'm going to pick these Plague Marines over here to fight next, because I want them to fight these Primaris Intercessors over here, so they would get to go next. Now, because it is past the order of things that have charged, and we're into the regular initiative, it is alternating, so actually the Dark Angels player would get to pick the next unit to fight, which is, in their head, this Smash Captain. So he would get to fight, if he is still alive, and as the Death Guard player, I would then get to pick the next one, and so if my own Chaos Lord, my own version of the Smash Captain in a way, is still alive, he would then get to fight. Then it would go back to the Dark Angels player, they would get to pick, and their only eligible unit that's left, because these guys are more than an inch away, are these Intercessors here, if there's any of them left, and then finally, my Chaos Sorcerer over here would then get to fight last, as long as he is still alive. And that is how the initiative order works in the fight phase. Charging units go first, and then a unit that is controlled by the phasing player would get to fight, and then he would alternate at that point with the non-phasing player, and you go back and forth until all eligible units had fought. So there you have it, folks. That is the order of initiative of how things fight in the fight phase in the game Warhammer 40,000. Please like, comment, and share this video if you enjoyed it. If you want to know more about Dankless Wargaming, please check the description below. Until next time, I'm Bailey, reminding you that if your list starts to tank, then it is time to get dank.